muted. What about now?
You're watching the Trojan Network.
I'm Jimmy Sprayberry, class of '79. I grew up here in Chickamauga. Krista and I raised our children here. You know, I learned a whole lot about life on this field, and ever since 1988, I've been helping folks with their insurance needs.
When I turned 60, I too became bombarded with phone calls and junk mail about Medicare insurance.
And that's why I want to offer you a free Medicare review.
I bought my very first home here 22 years ago.
Since then, this town has become more than a place. It's my community, my passion, and my purpose. I've helped families grow, empty nesters downsize, and dreamers take their first big step.
Whether you're buying or selling, remember me. Let's write your next chapter together.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Network for the first football game of this 2026 season. Excited to have everybody with us here tonight as your Gordon Lee Trojans take on the North Murray Mountaineers in this final preseason tune-up before next week's battle against the Trine Bulldogs. As you all know, Trine's a huge rival, so this will be a great test for us this weekend here to make sure we are ready for those Bulldogs when they come into town. This has been a highly anticipated season for a long time. The junior and senior classes for the Trojans, filled with players that from the time they played Pee Wee football through middle school, probably lost a total of 5 games that entire time. So I think the fans here in Chickamauga expect a lot from this team this year. Hopefully these young men are able to deliver. As you can see, coin toss is about to happen, and we're going to kick this game off here really quickly. Looks like the captains are number 33, Lane Vaughn, number 53, who's 53? 53, Griffin Moore, number 9, Peyton Groce, and number 1, Landon Norton. All seniors there for the Trojans. Looks like North Murray has won the toss and decided to receive, so the Trojans will go on defense first. As far as I know, this will be as close to a real game scenario as you can get in a preseason game, at least through the first half. We'll see what the second half looks like. But the Trojans are going to get an opportunity to kick off and go on defense here first, so see what this Trojan defense has. Really, if you kind of look at what the Trojans are bringing back, offensively they're bringing back their starting quarterback, their backup quarterback. Here comes your Trojans out on the field. No L tonight from the band since it's a preseason game. They are playing, though, so appreciate the band being here. Trojans run out onto the field. But as I was saying, Trojans bring back their starting quarterback. They bring back their top 3 rushing backs from last year, bring back 2 of their top 3 receivers. So really all of the specialty positions come back. Several of the offensive linemen come back. Defensively, 3 of their top 4 tacklers return. The big thing that they lost, Trojans had 11 sacks last year. 10 of those sacks came from players that have now graduated. So we'll see from a defensive line standpoint what the Trojans have come up with. Looks like we'll be doing simulated kickoffs here, so it won't be a full kickoff. So Ira Grimes going to kick off. Not going to have anybody with him here during the kickoff. Ball sits on the 40-yard line. Let's see what kind of boot the junior Ira Grimes has. Big kick here, going to come down right at the 15-yard line. Be fielded by North Murray. And now we will get started. So let's call out the Trojan defense here. I'd like to get these defensive linemen early. Looks like you're going to have number 3, Logan Price, playing defensive end. Number 45, Sean Harms-Benefold, playing defensive tackle. Looks like 66, Joshua Murtaugh, also playing defensive tackle. And then number 6, Garrett Ross on the outside there. Get the linebackers after this first play. It's going to be a straight drop back pass rolling here to the right. Going to be a deep ball thrown over the outstretched arms of number 4 there. Big gain. Pickup of about 17 yards there. So nice play there for North Murray on the pass. Linebackers are going to be number 33, Lane Vaughn. Number 44, Cole Derryberry. Looks like your Rover's going to be 9, Groce. Another outside linebacker, number 4, Braxton Daniel. Corners are going to be number 8, Bryson Oliver. Number 5, Ross. Here's a snap. It's going to be a straight handoff up the middle. Ball is going to be fumbled. See if the Trojans came up with it. Big hit there by number 6, Garrett Ross. Trojans recover the fumble. Who came up with that football? Nice play there by the Trojans. Looked like they had a little bit of a problem. The handoff there between the quarterback and the back. Quarterback looked to pull that ball out as the defensive end crashed. Ball didn't come out clean. Ross smoked that back, and the Trojans are going to take over their own, or on the Mountaineers side of the football at about the 38. So let's see what the Trojans do here offensively. Didn't even get time to call out all the defense before the Trojans took that ball back. Looks like we're going to have Norton and Oliver at the bottom of your screen. Looks like, is that 5? Garrison at the top. Groce in the backfield. It's a handoff to Groce up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4.5 yards, 5 yards. Should bring up 2nd and 5 there. Looks like Garrett Ross is playing receiver up at the top of your screen. I said Noah Garrison, but looks like that's going to be Ross. Looks like number 44, Cole Derryberry, is playing that H-back tight end position. Groce still in the backfield. Day at quarterback. It's going to be a handoff again to Groce. He gets hit in the backfield. Still going to drive forward for a pickup of about a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for your Trojans. Groce is getting hit as soon as he got the ball there. The Trojans are going to go with a 4 wide receiver set here. Derryberry comes off. Garrison comes in. Twins top and bottom of your screen. Groce still in the backfield. Trojans trying to get the Mountaineers to jump off sides here. Definitely 4 down territory here for the Trojans. Looks like it's going to be another handoff to Groce. He's going to find a hole up the middle. Big crease, big gain there. He's going to pick up about 9 yards there. First down all the way down to the 24-yard line. Looks like Groce is going to get a breather. He's going to come out. Number 33, Lane Vaughn's going to come in. Looks like we're running our H-back, number 44, Derryberry, back in as well. First and 10 from the 24-yard line. Here's a snap. Handoff to Vaughn. Got a bit of a hole. Gets hit low. Is going to pick up still. Looks like about 6 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 4 there. Vaughn's a power back for sure. I think that linebacker knew it. Went low there on Vaughn. Big pickup there. Trojans got that same heavy set. Middle should be wide open here. Vaughn gets the handoff, lowers his shoulder. It's going to get very close to a first down. Probably going to bring up 3rd and inches here. Nice run there by Vaughn on the cutback. Football sitting all the way down just inside the 15-yard line. Trojans look to be going a little bit of a hurry up. 1 receiver, top and bottom. Handoff here again to Vaughn. He's going to lower his shoulder, pick up the first down, gain of about 5 yards. Ball's all the way down to the 10-yard line. Vaughn's going to come out. Groce is going to come back in as the Trojans methodically march the ball down the field. 8:46 left to go here in the first quarter. From an offensive line standpoint, I'd like to get some of these guys called out. Here's a handoff to the outside to Groce. Nobody's going to catch Groce on the outside. Touchdown, Trojans. Unfortunately, we're going to have a block in the back there. Looked like on number 44, Derryberry. That's going to back us up 15 yards there. Going to put us in a pretty tough spot. Probably 1st and goal from the 20 or 25-yard line here. Looks like Price is going to come in. He's going to come in at that H-back spot. Let's call out some of these offensive linemen. I have trouble calling them out here early. Saw 54, Will Chambers. I saw 60, Conrad Leichman. Looks like 53, Griffin Moore. Center number 55 is Joe Gillum. And then number 45 is going to be Sean Harms-Benefold. Price jumps off sides there, and that's going to back the Trojans up 5 more yards. Trojans are going the wrong direction here. Football's all the way back, 1st and goal from the 22-yard line. Heavy set here for the Trojans with Groce in the backfield. Be a pass going deep to number 6 in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Big catch by number 6, Garrett Ross, for the touchdowns. And that is going to be a touchdown sponsored by Jordan Dupree, United Real Estate Experts. Excellent job there by the Trojans. Put themselves in a really tough position. 1st and goal from the 22-yard line, but nice pass there from Day to Garrett Ross. Ross makes a great catch. And the extra point try by Ira Grimes is up, and it's good. Good drive there by the Trojans. A couple penalties there hurt them, but they were able to overcome those with a really nice throw and catch from Day to Ross for touchdown. And that'll put your Trojans up 7-0 with 8:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Again, just doing simulated kickoffs. So Grimes will set up, get ready to kick off here. Again, ball will sit on the 40. The last one came down at the 15. Let's see if Grimes can continue to put a boot into it here. High kick here by Grimes. Looks like it's going to come down at about the 21-yard line. That would have been a big opportunity for a big hit had we been live there. So nice work there by Grimes on the kickoff. Not deep, but not returnable either. Trojans come back out with the same defensive look. Didn't get an opportunity to talk about the safety. Safeties are going to be number 9, Groce, number 1, Norton. Looks like the Mountaineers are going to come out with trips at the top of your screen. No receiver at the bottom. Offset back here. Going to be a quarterback run to the outside. Hit by Groce. Looks like tackle's going to be made by Groce. Going to be made by Vaughn and Derryberry. Pickup of about 3 yards there, maybe 4. 3.5. Call it 4. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Mountaineers. Quarterback run adds that extra blocker in the mix, so tough to stop for no gain. Trips now down at the bottom of the screen. Going to be a pass here. That's going to be holding at the bottom of your screen, and that's a sack regardless by number 6, Garrett Ross. That sack brought to you by Crawfish Springs Custom Cabinetry and Garrett Ross. Nice job there. Loss of 5. That's going to bring 3rd and 11 for your Mountaineers. Looked like there was some holding down at the bottom of the screen as well, so the Trojans put some good pressure there on the Mountaineers. I talked early in the game about the loss of 10 of the 11 sacks to graduation. The Trojans got their first one here in the first quarter already. Going to have twins at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top. Definitely a passing down here. Pressure on the quarterback again. He's going to toss it up. Almost intercepted by Ross, but we've got a penalty flag. Probably going to be a legal motion. I would assume Trojans are going to decline this one here. Trojans putting a ton of pressure on the Mountaineers there every time they drop back. That penalty is going to be declined. It's going to bring up 4th and 11 from the 19-yard line. The Mountaineers are going to punt to the Trojans. So Trojans are going to take back over with just under 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We'll watch this punt, then we'll take you to a quick commercial break. Looks like number 8, Oliver's going to stand at about 49, 50-yard line for this punt. See what kind of boot we have here. Would expect a big kick. High, tight spiral. Going to drop right at the 50-yard line. Fair catch called for by number 8, Oliver. And the offense will come back on the field. But we'll take you for a quick commercial break.
Looking for an affordable, convenient way to jumpstart your career? At Georgia Northwestern Technical College, we make education work for you. With hands-on training, many tuition-free programs through the Hope Career Grant, plus a 99% job placement rate means you'll be ready to fill in-demand jobs. Don't wait. Get the skills you need for the job you want. Visit gntc.edu today and start building your future.
Screen, single receiver at the top. The snap's going to be a handoff to Vaughn up the middle. He's going to get hit low after picking up. Not a great spot there by the official. Pickup of about 6. Going to bring up 3rd and 3.5 there. Vaughn got hit low. Came down a little further than that, but 3rd and 4 on the Mountaineer side of the football here. Looks like we're going to go heavy set at the bottom of your screen here. Single receiver top and bottom. It's going to be an outside run to Vaughn. If we can get any blocking, Vaughn should be able to pick up the first down here. He does pick up the first down. Big run. Huge pickup there by Vaughn. About 15 yards. Football's going to go all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's going to be a Beth Price Keller Williams first down for your Trojans. All the way down at the Mountaineers 30. Looks like Vaughn's come out for a rest. Groce is back in. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Motion for Garrison. This ball's going to be handed off to Garrison on the outside. He's using his speed. Nice block by Groce. Garrison's going to pick up all of 6 yards. Nice block there by Groce on the outside. Good cut by Garrison. Pickup of 6. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Trojans all the way down at the 24-yard line. It's not a play you saw the Trojans run a lot of last year, so nice little wrinkle there Coach Campbell's put in. Still twins at the bottom of your screen. Also have the H-back down here. Single receiver up top. Groce in the backfield. It's going to be a hand. Nope, it's going to be a quick pass here to number 5. Garrison bobbles it, but catches it. Takes it all the way down to the 14-yard line. That's going to bring up another first down brought to you by Beth Price at Keller Williams. And the Trojans are going to be sitting the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. Trojans have come out throwing quite a bit more than normal tonight. I like it. Mixing it up. Good passing there from Day. It's got 1 incompletion. Ball was actually caught. Receiver stepped out of bounds before he could come down with it. Here's a snap. Handoff to Groce, straight up the middle, and he is going to take it all the way down to the 2-yard line. That's going to be another Beth Price Keller Williams first down for the Trojans. Groce is going to come off. Vaughn's going to come in. 1st and goal from the 2. Handoff to Vaughn up the middle. He's going to stroll right into the end zone for a Trojan touchdown. Really nice run there from Vaughn. That touchdown's brought to you by Jordan Dupree and United Real Estate Partners. That's going to put the Trojans up 13-0 with 4:24 left to go. And Ira Grimes set to kick this extra point with Braxton Daniels as the holder here. Here's the snap. Ball's down. Kick is up. It's low, but it is good. That's going to make the score 14-0 there for your Trojans. Trojans have scored twice here in the first quarter. Nice mixture of pass and run. Excellent job there by the Trojans. Once again, the ball sit on the 40 as Grimes goes to kick off. First one went to the 15. Second one was high. It landed at the 20. Let's see what Grimes does here. This one's a long flat kick, going to come down all the way at the 8-yard line. Grimes is showing a bunch of different options that he's got from a kickoff perspective. The ball will be placed at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers with 4:24 left to go here in the first quarter. Trojans may have done a little substitution here. I see number 70 in on the defensive line, which is Joseph Mason. So you're going to have twins at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top. Mountaineers have shown some flashes, but just not been able to keep anything together. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Going to be hit by Vaughn. Gain of about 3 yards there. Tackle made. Looks like by Vaughn and Braxton Daniels. Little help there by 44 Derryberry as well. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Looks like we still have Garrison at the top of your screen at corner, Oliver at the bottom. Looks like number 20 believe that's going to be Dylan Curry's in here, the safety position. Twins at the top, single receiver at the bottom. Looks like we're going to have some motion coming. Be a straight drop back pass. Quarterback's going to run here. He's going to be taken down. Big hit there by number 44, Derryberry. Grabbed first by number 70, Joseph Mason, and then finished off by Derryberry. A gain of about 1.5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 there. Quarterback thought he had a little alley. Mason grabbed him. Derryberry shot out of a cannon there. So 3rd and 3 here for the Mountaineers. It's going to be a pass or run down. I would expect to see a quarterback run here. They've done well, 4 or 5 yards of carry with the quarterback run and that extra blocker. Let's see what the Trojans have in store here. Twins, really trips at the top of your screen. Single receiver at the bottom. There's a snap. It's going to be a drop back pass. He is going to try to run here. Quick speed. Got himself an alley. We'll see here. Don't think he'll outrun Groce. Does pick up the first down. Gets knocked out of bounds. The 48-yard line here. So big run. Be a pickup of about 26 yards, I believe. First down on the Trojan side of the football from the 48-yard line. First time the Mountaineers have been on this side of the field. Tons of pressure on the quarterback there. Used his speed. Avoided tacklers. No play clock running here during the scrimmage. See here what single receiver top and bottom for the Mountaineers. Motion. Going to be a toss sweep to the outside. Nice cut up lane for a big back. He's going to pick up about 6 yards there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 from the 42-yard line. That was a big run there. Tackle was made by Sean Harms-Venifold, but not before a pretty good-sized game. North Murray's got some size in the backfield. They just haven't been able to keep anything together, but they've got a nice drive going here. See if the Trojans can do something to stifle this drive. It's going to be a handoff here to the outside. He's actually going to cut to the backside. Going to pick up about 3 yards. I think it's going to be short of the first down by about a foot. It's going to be 3rd and 1 there for the Mountaineers. Looked like the tackle was made by number 3, Logan Price there. I would expect this to be 2-down territory for North Murray. They've been unable to stop the Trojans when they're on defense, so they're going to have to put some points on the board. See if we have a quarterback sneak, big run up the middle. Trojans are stacking the line here. It is going to be a quarterback sneak. They are going to get the first down. Quarterback's going to get hit. Looks like the tackle is going to be made by 33, Lane Vaughn, 20, Dylan Curry, number 9, Peyton Groce. That is going to be first down for the Mountaineers all the way down to the 34-yard line. Trojans are going to have to bow up here. 53 seconds left in the quarter. Probably 1, maybe 2 plays remaining in the quarter here. Trojans will get a break. Going to be a handoff to number 8 up the middle. He's going to get hit early and often. Tackle's going to be made by, 33, 44, and number 6. 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. We'll see if they get off another play here. Second and 10 there. Looks like number 70, Mason's running on. Number 6, Garrett Ross running off. Doesn't look like the Mountaineers are going to end up running a play before the end of the quarter here. So we'll end this first quarter. Trojans leading 14-0. And we will go to commercial break.
It's all Navy, baby, and we stand with them. At Jet Energy, we fuel progress, when and where you need it. Reliable, on time, every time. Because community isn't just where we work, it's who we are.
We love our Gordon Lee Trojans.
Come shop with them.
All right, Trojan fans, welcome back to the start of the second quarter here. Mountaineers are going to be second and 10. They are inside Trojan territory all the way down at the 34-yard line. Put together a couple nice runs, but the Trojans put a stop to that on the last play. See if they can continue to do that here and stop these North Murray Mountaineers. Looks like it's going to be another quarterback run. That's really been the play this entire game. Quarterback showing some speed to the outside. He's going to get hit, knocked out of bounds at the 1-foot line. Quarterback run's really been the only play that's been successful here so far for the Mountaineers. They add that extra blocker. Trojans are having trouble containing the speed of that back. Looks like he actually stepped out of bounds at about the 4-yard line.
Down the 4-yard line. It's the first and goal on the 4.
So first and goal from the Mountaineers at the Trojan 4. Trojans are going to be in their goal line package here. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff. Hit by Price. Maybe a pickup of, looks like no gain there. So nice tackle there by Price in the backfield.
Tackle made by number 3, Logan Price. Number 9, Nate Groce.
Looks like Price made the initial hit. Groce helped bring him down. No gain there. Second goal from the 4-yard line. So Trojans look good there, their first goal line play. Going to need 2 more of those and then try to force a field goal attempt here. Same big set at the bottom of your screen here for the Mountaineers. I would expect quarterback run. Looks like it's going to be a fake handoff to the outside. Big hit by Vaughn. Once again, looks like there's going to be no gain. Vaughn laid the initial lick. Cleaned up by Derryberry and Ross. No gain again. Third and goal for the Mountaineers from the 4.
No gain on the play. It's third.
Trojans are not making it easy here on the Mountaineers. Same goal line set here for the Trojans. Gonna be another quarterback run. He's gonna break contain on the outside. Trojans had him, but he slammed on his brakes, broke contain, and that's gonna be a touchdown. Trojans really had him there for about a 2-yard loss. He slammed on the brakes. Nice little juke move. Jogged into the end zone for the touchdown, and that's gonna give North Murray their first points of the game here with 10:22 left to go in the second quarter. Trojans look strong there from a goal line perspective. Just got to continue to maintain that contain on the outside. Kick is up, high field goal, and it is good. So that's going to make the score 14-7 Trojans. But the Mountaineers have now made this a ball game, folks. See what the Trojans can do when they come back out onto the field. Oh, the Trojans are frustrated there. They had that quarterback play sniffed out. Nice move there by the shifty quarterback to evade the tackle, break, contain, and score there. Trojans have had the ball twice, scored both times. See if they can make it 3 in a row and get back that 14-point lead here. Ball's kicked deep. It's going to be headed back to number 18, Childs. He's going to catch it at about the 13-yard line. So nice job there by number 18, Cooper Childs, the freshman, fielding that kickoff. Ball will sit at the 20 for the Trojans, 1st and 10, with 10:22 left to go here in the half. See what the Trojans come out with. Looks like Groce is going to be in the backfield. Looks like receivers are going to be Ross, Garrison, Oliver, and Norton. Nope, looks like Price is going to come off now. So we're going 4 receiver set. Here's a snap. It's going to be a deep pass here to Norton down the sideline. He is open. Oh! Ball was just over his outstretched hands. Norton made a big dive. Was able to get his hands on it, just not able to hold on there. That's one of those balls where Norton was open. A little more height there on the ball. Would have gave Norton time to run under it. Looks like Norton's going to come off for a second. Number 15, Connor Jenkins, going to come in to replace Norton here. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. A good-looking ball there from Day, just a little out. Groce takes the ball, picks up about 5. Mountaineers have decided they are going to hit low today. They do not want to take the opportunity to get run over by these Trojans. So Trojans now sit at 3rd and 5 here. Trojans really need a first down here to keep this drive alive. Quite honestly, I'd expect a handoff here to Groce. See if he can pop one here for the first down. It is a handoff to Groce. He does get hit in the backfield twice. He's going to take it all the way to the 29-yard line, which is going to bring up 4th and 1. I would expect Groce to punt here. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, I think game situation here, up 7, first half. Groce is going to play conservative here from their own 29-yard line. I think makes sense. He's going to punt this football, and the Trojan defense is going to have to step it up right here. Not allow North Murray to tie it up. There was some nice action in that play with Oliver in motion. Thought that would confuse the defense, but it seemed to draw the defense in. Ball was snapped while Oliver was still in motion pretty close to the back. May have created some extra traffic that slowed Groce down a bit. So here's Grimes to punt. It's going to be a big high spiral deep. Going to be fielded all the way at the 32-yard line. Nice punt there by Grimes. Haven't seen a punt like that in a while from a Trojan punter. That was beautiful. Loved it. Hopefully next week we can do that with people running at us. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. They're going to take the ball at the 40-yard line. Only down 7 here, so the Trojans really need to make a stand, get this football back, and put some more points on the board. Looks like the majority of the folks who started the game are still out on the field here. I do see number 20, Dylan Curry, playing a little outside linebacker. Number 4, Braxton Daniel, also at the outside linebacker. Got twins at the top of your screens. No receiver at the bottom. 2 backs in the backfield. Motion. Ball snap. Going to be a toss sweep to the outside. Ball's fumbled again. Trojans recover. Oh, nope. Saw a fumble, but the official's going to say they were down. So pick up a 5. Not sure about that, but they're going to say the ground caused the fumble. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for North Murray. They got a little lucky there. Ball sits at the 45-yard line of the Mountaineers. 2nd and 5. Clock continues to run. We're down to right at 8 minutes here in the half. Looks like we're going to have twins at the bottom of your screen. Single receiver at the top. Two backs in the backfield behind the quarterback. Here's a snap. Going to be an outside run by the quarterback. He's going to be hit by multiple players. Generous spot there again. Show a 2-yard gain. I thought it was more like 1. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3 there. Tackle looked like it was made by Braxton Daniel and Logan Price. Ball was definitely fumbled after looking at the replay before the back hit the ground, but no replay here in high school, so got to live with the calls. Looks like they're going to have trips at the bottom of your screen. No receivers at the top. Would not be surprised to see another quarterback run here. Got to maintain outside contain at the top of your screen. Got plenty of help at the bottom. But Curry and Ross going to have to stay outside here. Make sure this quarterback doesn't leak out that backside. Instead, he tries to go straight up the middle, gets hit by a host of Trojans. Looks like, once again, 33 Lane Vaughn. Looks like 45 was in there on the tackle as well, which is Sean Harms Benefold. So that's going to bring up 4th and 4 here for North Murray. Looks like they are going to run a play here. They're going to be aggressive. Clock continues to run, 6:25 left. Again, would tell the Trojans, watch contain on the backside. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here, so we will also – we got a timeout here, so we're going to take a timeout as well.
When you want to keep up with the Gordon Lee Trojans, you listen to Brent, Jay, Ricky, and all the guys here. But when you want a home mortgage, you should call Payne Mortgage Team, where we are reinventing the mortgage experience. We'll take care of you, we'll even have some fun, and you'll get a brand new house.
Can they hear me? Folks, we've got a little bit of technical difficulty here. Lost the picture. We're working on that. I'll still give you the play-by-play as we go. So, again, we got 4th down and 4. 2 receivers at the bottom. 1 receiver at the top here. Be a straight drop-back pass. And we are going to have a sack. Nice job there for the Trojans. Big sack. Penalty flag's going to be holding. Price went hard to the outside, got held, but we still were able to come up with a Crawfish Springs custom cabinetry sack. That'll give the Trojans the football right back. So nice job there again by the defensive line. Putting some pressure there on the Trojans. Looks like we do have the broadcast back here. Sorry about the loss of picture. Sorry you didn't get to see that sack. Really nice play there, though, by the Trojans. Trojans should decline this penalty. Let's see what the penalty is. It was holding. That penalty's declined. Intentional grounding, loss of downs. So the football is going to come way back here. So Trojans are going to take over. Looks like at about their the Mountaineers' 37-yard line to see if they can do some damage here. Nice play by the defensive line. Trojans already have 2 Crawfish Springs custom cabinetry sacks tonight after only having 11 total sacks last year. The Trojans are looking to get into double digits from a sack perspective this season. Off to a good start here in the scrimmage. Hope we can see this same thing here next week. Looks like we are going to change things up a little bit here offensively. Lots of players in here. Looks like 7 Luke Teeters is in at quarterback. 3 Logan Price is in here at running back. Looks like we've got 84 down here at receiver, Eli Peaks. Try to get you some more numbers here in a minute. So the Trojans are doing some big subbing. 5:56 left to go here in the half. Here's a snap. Handoff to Price. He gets hit immediately in the backfield. Loss of 4 yards. Play was blown up before we could get started there, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 14 here. Looks like we're going to have twins at the bottom of your screen. Looks like Eli Peaks. I believe it's Jasper Beeson, number 23 here. Here's a snap. It's going to be a QB toss here. Number 7, Teeters throws it on the sideline. Nice catch by 23, Beeson. Big gain there. Nice catch and throw there. Big pickup. Going to bring up 3rd and about a yard and a half. So nice play there from Teeters to Beeson. Beeson got his feet down. Big catch there. So 3rd and 1 here. Be a handoff to Price up the middle. He's going to pick up the first down. Gain of about 3 yards. Going to take the ball all the way down to the 20-yard line. And that'll be a Beth Price Keller Williams first down for your Trojans.
First down 10 for the lead.
Looks like Price came out. Looks like Curry's going to come into the backfield here. Clock continues to run. 4:45 left. Looks like Teeters is going to keep this. He's going to show some speed. Going to get quick to the outside. Pick up about 5-yard lines all the way down to the 15-yard line. Teeters is one of our sprinters on the track team. Showed some of the speed there. Love to see those quarterback runs. Same thing that North Murray's been doing to the Trojans. We can also do as well with Teeters there at quarterback. Looks like Garrison and Beeson at the top of your screen. Peaks at the bottom. Dylan Curry at running back. Going to be a handoff to Curry. He's going to get hit early, but does a nice job. Pickup of about 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and about 2 yards here. Looks like Curry's going to come out. Price is going to come in. Try to get some of these offensive linemen's numbers called. I apologize. Looks like 54, Will Chambers remains in. 53, Griffin Moore. 3rd and 2 here. Looks like Teeters kept that one, does a nice job spinning to the outside. He's going to be all the way into the end zone. Heck of a run there by Teeters for the touchdown. So he put that ball in Price's belly, pulled it out, got hit, spun to the outside, and scored a Jordan Dupree United Real Estate Partners Experts touchdown for your Gordon Lee Trojans. Heck of a run there by Teeters, showing that athleticism to put the Trojans up 20-7 with 3:54 left to go here in the quarter. Grimes is set to kick the extra point. Snap is down. Ball is up, and ball is good. And that's going to make the score 21-7 for your Gordon Lee Trojans. Trojans continue to score each time they get the football. Got to continue to get big stops here. Looks like we're going to bring in a different kicker here. Number 82, Ben Johnston, is going to kick off for us here. Again, the ball sits at the 40. Grimes has kicked it to the 15, the 20, and about the 8 on his first 3 kickoffs. Let's see what Ben's got here. Ben is a senior here for the Trojans. Going to kick a low liner here. He's going to bounce and be fielded at the 10-yard line. More of a squib kick, but nice kick there by Ben. And the Trojans are going to come back out here on defense. Clock sits at 3:54 left to go in the half. Trojans lead 21-7. So far, the Trojans have got a touchdown on a long pass, touchdown on your traditional smash mouth run up the middle, and then a touchdown by quarterback number 7, Luke Teeters there on a nice little run. Trojans do have some subs in. I see 32 Maddox Beeson playing defensive end here. Looks like we've got a pass. Looks like they're going to try to go deep. Receivers wide open up the sideline. Little stop and go route. And that's going to be an easy pitch and catch there for North Murray. Looks like the Trojans had put in some subs there in the defensive secondary. Little stop and go route by North Murray. Fooled the corner there and made for an easy pitch and catch for North Murray. That's going to make the score 21-13 pending the extra point here. Trojans are going to have to continue to score every time they get the ball. They want to maintain this lead going into halftime. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. And so that'll make our score 21-14. Your Trojans still with the lead, but only one score. 3:43 left to go here in the half. Looks like we're going to have number 43, Tucker Edmondson, number 28, Blake Boyd back to return the kicks here. 2 of our young freshmen getting an opportunity to play underneath these Friday night lights.
Martinez kicking off for the Mountaineers. Back to the Trojans, number 43, Tucker Edmondson.
This ball's going to be kicked deep. Looks like it is going to go to number 43, Tucker Edmondson. He's going to make the catch at about the 12-yard line. Nice opportunity for that young man under the lights here. And the Trojans will bring that offense back onto the field. Looks like that same offense with Teeters at the helm. Price in the backfield.
Trojans have the ball first down 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Looks like Jared Kazai's in, playing guard. Also, Will Slayton's in there. We got Griffin Moore, as well as Will Chambers. There's a snap. It's going to be handoff to Price on the outside. He's going to make a little bit of a move, but no gain there on that outside run. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 there. Clock continues to run. We're down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Looks like we're going to have twins at the top of your screen. Looks like Connor Jenkins as well as Dylan Curry at the top. Eli Peaks at the bottom. Price still in the backfield. Handoff this time up the middle. Big gain there. Pickup of about 8 all the way to the 28-yard line. Looks like 84, Peaks is going to come out. Number 10, Carson Clark, going to come in from a receiver perspective. So 3rd and 2 here for the Trojans. Big opportunity. Really need a first down here to keep the ball. 2:33 left to go here in the quarter. Be another handoff to Price up the middle. He's going to grind, pick up about 5 yards there. Takes the ball all the way to the 33-yard line. First down there for Price. So that gives us another Beth Price, Keller Williams first down. Looks like we're going to have an official timeout. Not sure what's going on here. Looks like they're going to give the team time to get some water. So we will take a timeout with them.
I started helping people buy homes in 2017, and for 8 years, I've been showing up when they need me. I believe relationships drive success. It's about being available when it matters most. My mission? Keep it easy. Buying your first home should feel clear, not complicated. Let's go step by step together. You'll move into your next chapter feeling confident and ready. Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing, let's take the mortgage journey together.
Trojans are back on the field here. 1st and 10. Handoff. A little bit of a mix-up there between Teeters and Curry. Going to be a loss of about 2 yards. Looks like we're going to have a timeout called by North Murray here. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 12. A little bit of confusion there in the handoff between Curry and Teeters there. We'll give you one more commercial here while we got time.
On the field, it's not just sweat you're losing. You're losing minerals, vitamins, and focus. Let's be real. Water really does suck until you put something in it. Real flavor, no fake junk, electrolytes that fuel performance. Champions hydrate smarter. Water sucks. Fuel that matters.
We're back from that timeout, folks. Trojans loss of about 2 there on first down. Going to bring up 2nd and 12. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go. North Murray looks to be trying to get this football back before halftime. Trojans will get the ball at halftime. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Teeters run here. See if we can break one. Beeson in motion. Fake that. Teeters is going to run to the outside here. Going to cut it up. Does pick up a little bit of yardage, but nothing major. Looks like going to be a gain of about 7. Looks like the Trojan. Nope. Looks like the Mountaineers called another timeout there. So we will take another timeout as well.
On the field, it's not just sweat you're losing.
I'm Jimmy Sprayberry, class of 79. I grew up here in Chickamauga. Krista and I raised our children here. You know, I learned a whole lot about life on this field, and ever since 1988, I've been helping folks with their insurance needs.
When I turned 60, I too became bombarded with phone calls and junk mail about Medicare insurance.
And that's why I want to offer you a free Medicare review.
Trojans are going to come out of this timeout sitting at about 3rd and 7. Clock's at 1:54. Going to need to get a first down here. They're going to have to give this ball back to North Murray with an opportunity to tie this football game up right before halftime. See what the Trojans have in mind here. Last play was a nice Teeters run to the outside. Pickup of about 6 yards. Looks like Price is going to be in the backfield there with Teeters. Twins at the top, twins at the bottom. Potentially trying to spread them out here, see if they can run this football up the middle for the first down. Nope, it's going to be a drop back pass. Nice pass there to number 10, Carson Clark. That's going to get the Trojans a first down. Heck of a pass there for that Beth Price Keller-Williams first down. Straight drop back there from Teeters. Nice lunging catch there by 10, Carson Clark. Clock continues to run. 1:37 left to go here in the half. Trojans are going to have to hurry up. They want to score here. Snap's going to be a handoff to Price up the middle. Pickup of about 6 yards there. Clock continues to run. Trojans are going to have to get in the hurry up here if they want to continue to move this football. Ball is across midfield here. Trojans have an opportunity to score. See if they turn it up. Trips at the top of your screen. Single receiver at the bottom. Another handoff to Price up the middle. He's only going to pick up about 2 there. Ball's going to sit at about the 47-yard line. Clock continues to run. Trojans look like they're going to take a timeout here to stop the clock with 44.9 left to go here in the half. And we will take you to a quick commercial break.
I bought my very first home here 22 years ago.
Since then, this town has become more than a place. It's my community, my passion, and my purpose. I've helped families grow, empty nesters downsize, and dreamers take their first big step.
Whether you're buying or selling, remember me. Let's write your next chapter together.
All right, folks, we're going to come back from this timeout. 44.9 seconds left to go. Trojans are sitting here 3rd and 2. Looks like Price is on the sideline here getting taped up from bleeding. Looks like Curry's going to be in the backfield here. I would expect a Teeters run here for first down, potentially another quick timeout. Here's a snap. It's actually going to be a keep by Teeters. Quick to the outside. He's going to get that first down and get out of bounds. Nice job there by Teeters lowering his shoulder. Picked up 3 when we needed 2. And that's going to be another Beth Price Keller-Williams first down for your Trojans. And Teeters was able to stop the clock with 38.8 left to go. Smart play there by Teeters from a quarterback standpoint. Get the first down, get out of bounds. No need to try to do anything that'll get you tackled in bounds here. Looks like there's some confusion. Price comes in at running back. Curry goes back out. 38.8 left to go here. Here's the snap. It's going to be a rollout for Teeters. Good opportunity for him to pull it down and run. He does make a nice throw there. Good catch by number 45. I believe that's, number 15, Connors Jenkins. Going to bring up, we've called a timeout, but the clock continued to run all the way to 33.8 seconds. Nice catch there by Connor Jenkins. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 3 for the Trojans. About 5 seconds run off the clock there before we stopped it. Trojans continue to do a good job moving the ball here, but we'll see if they have enough time to punch one in. They're down to 1 timeout remaining, I believe. Again, your Trojans lead 21-14 with 33.8 left to go. When we come back from this timeout, it's going to be 2nd and about 3 for the Trojans. Receivers, quarterbacks, backs need to understand, get out of bounds if you have the opportunity. See if we can at least give ourselves a field goal chance here right before halftime. For those of you watching at home, the Gordon Lee Trojan Band will be performing at halftime. We'll bring that to you live. So don't go anywhere at halftime. Stick around, watch the Trojan Band perform. They've been working hard and are excited to show you their show. Trojans are going to come back out. Looks like we're going to have twins top and bottom. Price in the backfield as well as Teeters there at quarterback. 33.8 seconds left to go here in the half. Here's a snap, going to be a straight drop back. Teeters is getting tons of pressure. He's going to need to get this one out of bounds. Smart play there by Teeters. Got outside the tackle box, was able to throw that one out of bounds with 26.1 seconds left. Mountaineers brought the house there. Trojans struggled to block all of them. Teeters did a good job, made a smart play there. Didn't take the sack, so the Trojans didn't have to waste that last time out. Threw that ball out of bounds once he broke outside of the tackle box. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Trojans. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Price up the middle. He's going to get hit low. Looks like that's going to be enough for the first down, though. And that'll be another Beth Price, Keller Williams first down. Trojans are going to call a timeout here. It's their last timeout. Ball's going to be set down at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Oh, no, we didn't. Hang on. We didn't call a time. Wait, we called a timeout a while ago. They're going to have to fix this clock. Groce called a timeout right after the first down. Not sure why they allowed the clock to run to 11 minutes and 9 seconds. Should be about 25 seconds left on the clock here. Groce is out there talking to the officials. He made that timeout call as soon as Price was down. Clock just continued to run. We'll see if they decide to put more time on the clock here. It is a scrimmage game. I think Groce would be a little bit more adamant about it next week when we're playing Trine. Not sure they'll do much here with this being a scrimmage game. They did put a little bit more time back on the clock, so we're sitting at 19 seconds. When the Trojans come back, it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 32-yard line. Trojans have done a good job methodically moving this football down the field. Unfortunately, we're running out of clock. And now we have no timeouts remaining, so we'd expect heavy dose of pass here on the next 2 or 3 plays. Twins top and bottom. Going to be an outside blitz from the top here. Good block there by Price. Oh, ball was intercepted, but fortunately, number 21 for the Mountaineers stepped out of bounds. Teeters was rolling to his left, had to square his body up, make that throw. Love those rollout passes, but you do minimize the number of receivers you have in the route there. So Teeters didn't have a ton of options. Picked the one he saw. Fortunately, that DB stepped out of bounds there. So 12.9 seconds remain. Ball sitting at the 32-yard line. Straight drop back here from Teeters. He's going to have to run this one. Got tackled out of bounds after about a 2-yard gain. So we're going to have 4.5 seconds left, and about a 1-yard gain. So we're going to have 4.5 seconds left. Enough for one play. Deep Hail Mary here. Teeters definitely has the arm to put it in the end zone, no problem. See if we can get somebody to go up and make a play here. You've got Carson Clark down here at the bottom of the screen, number 10. Much taller than this corner. If Beeson can run a skinny post here not allow this safety to help 21. Carson should be able to go up and potentially make a play. Teeters definitely has the arm. We just have to give him 3 seconds here. Oh. We're going to make this throw just a little bit harder. Not sure who was offsides there. Did see that flag drop. Now the ball sits at the 36-yard line. So we're going to need a good 45-yard heave here into the end zone from Teeters. Love to see Beeson run a skinny post here to keep that safety away. Clark run a fade at the bottom of the screen, use his height, jump up over this corner for a touchdown. Looks like Price is going to go in motion. Ball's going to be thrown to Price on the outside. He does make the catch. Going to pick up about 5 yards, but nowhere really to go there. So that's going to end the first half. Trojans leading 21-14. It will be the Trojans' ball after halftime. Team, remember here during halftime, we've got the Gordon Lee Trojan Band performance coming up. The theme this year is Neon Ocean. So please stay and enjoy this game, folks. And we will take it to halftime.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Looking for an affordable, convenient way to jumpstart your career? At Georgia Northwestern Technical College, we make education work for you. With hands-on training, many tuition-free programs through the Hope Career Grant, plus a 99% job placement rate means you'll be ready to fill in-demand jobs. Don't wait. Get the skills you need for the job you want. Visit gntc.edu today and start building your future.
It's all Navy, baby, and we stand with them. At Jet Energy, we fuel progress, when and where you need it. Reliable, on time, every time. Because community isn't just where we work, it's who we are.
Drum major, Olivia Wise, is your band ready? You may take the field for your performance. Ladies and gentlemen, your Gordon Lee Marching Trojan Band.
We love our Gordon Lee Trojans.
Come shop with them.
When you want to keep up with the Gordon Lee Trojans, you listen to Brent, Jay, Ricky, and all the guys here. But when you want a home mortgage, you should call Payne Mortgage Team, where we are reinventing the mortgage experience. We'll take care of you, we'll even have some fun, and you'll get a brand new house.
I started helping people buy homes in 2017, and for 8 years, I've been showing up when they need me. I believe relationships drive success. It's about being available when it matters most. My mission? Keep it easy. Buying your first home should feel clear, not complicated. Let's go step by step together. You'll move into your next chapter feeling confident and ready. Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing, let's take the mortgage journey together.
On the field, it's not just sweat you're losing. You're losing minerals, vitamins, and focus. Let's be real. Water really does suck until you put something in it. Real flavor, no fake junk, electrolytes that fuel performance. Champions hydrate smarter. Water sucks, fuel that matters.
I'm Jimmy Sprayberry, class of '79. I grew up here in Chickamauga. Krista and I raised our children here. You know, I learned a whole lot about life on this field, and ever since 1988, I've been helping folks with their insurance needs.
When I turned 60, I too became bombarded with phone calls and junk mail about Medicare insurance.
And that's why I want to offer you a free Medicare review.
I bought my very first home here 22 years ago.
Since then, this town has become more than a place. It's my community, my passion, and my purpose. I've helped families grow, empty nesters downsize, and dreamers take their first big step.
Whether you're buying or selling, remember me. Let's write your next chapter together.
Looking for an affordable, convenient way to jumpstart your career? At Georgia Northwestern Technical College, we make education work for you. With hands-on training, many tuition-free programs through the Hope Career Grant, plus a 99% job placement rate means you'll be ready to fill in-demand jobs. Don't wait. Get the skills you need for the job you want. Visit gntc.edu today and start building your future.
It's all Navy, baby, and we stand with them. At Jet Energy, we fuel progress, when and where you need it. Reliable, on time, every time. Because community isn't just where we work, it's who we are.
We love our Gordon Lee Trojans.
Come shop with them.
When you want to keep up with the Gordon Lee Trojans, you listen to Brent, Jay, Ricky, and all the guys here. But when you want a home mortgage, you should call Payne Mortgage Team, where we are reinventing the mortgage experience. We'll take care of you, we'll even have some fun, and you'll get a brand new house.
I started helping people buy homes in 2017, and for 8 years, I've been showing up when they need me. I believe relationships drive success. It's about being available when it matters most. My mission? Keep it easy. Buying your first home should feel clear, not complicated. Let's go step by step together. You'll move into your next chapter feeling confident and ready. Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing, let's take the mortgage journey together.
On the field, it's not just sweat you're losing. You're losing minerals, vitamins, and focus. Let's be real. Water really does suck until you put something in it. Real flavor, no fake junk, electrolytes that fuel performance. Champions hydrate smarter. Water sucks. Fuel that matters.
Welcome back to the Trojan Network.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Hopefully you enjoyed that performance of Neon Ocean by the Gordon Lee Trojan Marching Band. Trojans are back out on the field, getting a quick stretch in. 26 seconds remain before we get this second half going. Trojans are leading 21-14. Not sure what the plan is here for this second half. We'll see if the starters are in early, maybe one or two possessions. Then hopefully we get the young guys some additional work. Trojans possessed the ball 4 times, scored 3 of the 4 times, probably would have scored the 4th time. However, ran out of time on the clock, got the ball all the way down to about the 30-yard line. Half ended on a little quick pass out to Logan Price, picked up 4 or 5 yards, but just couldn't break free for that last-second touchdown. So Trojans, again, 3 for 4 on their possessions. Mountaineers have had 5 possessions. Trojans have been able to stop them 3 times. Mountaineers were able to score on a quarterback keeper against the starting defense. Then they scored on a long pass, one-play drive, long pass, stop-and-go route. Young corner bit on the stop. It made it a pretty easy pitch and catch for a touchdown there for the Mountaineers. Looks like several of the Trojans won't be playing here in the second half. Looks like Logan Price doesn't have his shoulder pads on here. Looks like he's wrapped up. Not sure what's going on there. About a minute 26 left before we kick off. Trying to get a little bit more information here on Price because he's got some ice on his back. Does look like most of the starters still are out there. This may just be specific to Price. Trying to get a little bit more information here. Mountaineers seem to be fired up. Only down 7. So we'll see what they've got in store here for the second half. Trojans will get the ball. Mountaineers won the toss, decided to receive in the first half. So the Trojans will take possession here to start the second half. We'll go ahead and get this second half kicked off here. Clock set to 12 minutes. Both teams have 3 timeouts here in the second half. We'll see if we end up going any type of running half or anything like that here. Looks like we're not going to kick off here like we were there in the first half. Coaches have seen enough from their kickers. We're just going to take possession at the 20-yard line. Looks like Braxton Daniels come in now at quarterback, flanked by number 24. I believe that is Charlie Campbell. Receivers down here, Carson Clark at the bottom of the screen, Jasper Beeson. Can't tell who's up there at the top. I'll try to get you a call of the lineman here in a minute, but we're going to get this thing underway. Daniel's going to take the snap here, hand off to Charlie Campbell on the outside. He's going to make a nice cut. Pickup of about 2 yards there. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 there. Campbell did a nice job working to the outside. Nice cut up. So 2nd and 8 here for the Trojans. Looks like we're going to have twins at the bottom of your screen. Single receiver at the top. Charlie Campbell still in the backfield with Braxton Daniel. Pass here to Beeson on the outside. Nice catch by Beeson. He's going to give us another Beth Price Keller Williams first down all the way to the 30-yard line. So great pitch and catch there from Daniel to Beeson. That's Beeson's 2nd nice catch of the game so far. And another first down there for your Trojans. So the Trojans are moving the football. 11:16 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here's a snap. Going to be a handoff to Campbell. Nice little hole. Campbell's got a nice lane here. Big run. Pickup of 15. Takes the ball all the way down to the 45-yard line. So really nice run there by Campbell. Offensive lineman will have a chance here. Looks like we've got in number 70, Joseph Mason, number 65, Garrett Fye, number 60, Conrad Leichman at center, number 62, Parker Ray, and I'm missing one that I'll get you here in just a minute. Looks like Maddox Beeson's playing that H-back position. So we're going to go deep here to number 10. Oh, ball's almost picked off by number 1. Ball was a little bit underthrown there. Carson Clark tried to make a play on the ball. Got undercut by the DB. DB had it in his hands but dropped it. Fortunate that ball fell harmlessly to the ground, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for your Trojans. Looks like 75, Jared Kazai is the other lineman that I missed. Here's a snap. Going to be a quick throw again out to Beeson. He catches the ball, lowers his shoulder, steps out of bounds at about the 48-yard line of the Mountaineers. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2 there. Another nice catch there and run by Beeson. See what the Trojans have in store here. 3rd down and 2. Looks like we're going to have Dylan Curry at receiver down here. Number 16, Calder Willingham at the back. He's going to get the ball right up the middle, driving. Looks like he is going to be very close to a first down based on the spot. That's going to be another Beth Price Keller Williams first down. Nice run there by number 16, Calder Willingham. He comes out. Number 24, Charlie Campbell, back into the game. Dylan Curry's going to go back up to the top of your screen with number 15, Connor Jenkins. So twins at the top, single receiver at the bottom. Here's a snap. Whoa, ball was snapped. Hit the quarterback in the chest. Fortunately, bounced off the quarterback's chest into Charlie Campbell's hands. But that'll be a loss of 1 yard there. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. Trojans very fortunate there that Campbell was able to catch that football and quickly went down after catching it. So again, 2nd and 11. Clock continues to run. 9:52 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Curry's going to have, we're going to be offsides. Curry was about a yard offsides there. Back to Trojans up 5. Bring up 2nd and 16. Official was trying to tell him, just didn't notice in time, and then tried to step back. But as he was stepping back, the ball was snapped. So 2nd and 16 here for the Trojans. Twins at the top, single receiver at the bottom. Charlie Campbell in the backfield. Be a long throw to number 15, Jenkins. Nice cut by Jenkins. He's on the sprint. Going to pick up about 18 yards. Nice play there by Connor Jenkins, and that's another Beth Price Keller Williams first down. Jenkins is one of the sprinters on the track team as well, like Teeters. Thought he might have an opportunity to get to the outside and keep going. He slammed on the brakes there, was able to get the first down. Nice throw and catch there from Daniel to Jenkins for that first down. Twins now at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top. Charlie Campbell remains in the backfield. Here's a snap, drop back. Going to be a throw just over the head of a number 32, Maddox Beeson. A lot of pressure there on the quarterback, so not an opportunity for Maddox to catch that football. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 9:01 left to go here in the third quarter. Looks like Charlie Campbell's come out. Number 16, Calder Willingham, back in at the running back position. Again, 2nd and 10 here for your Trojans. All the way down at the 33-yard line of the Mountaineers. It's going to be a handoff to Willingham. He's going to get hit instantly. Gain of about a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 here for the Trojans. Looks like number 20, Dakota Curry's coming in. Number 32, Beeson coming out.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 10.
So 3rd and 10 here. Willingham remains in the backfield. Definitely a pass down. We'll see what the Trojans have in mind. It's going to be a rollout here to the bottom. Pass to number 10, Carson Clark. Heck of a catch there. Great throw. 11-yard gain there, and that's going to be another Beth Price Keller Williams first down for the Trojans.
Was on the 21-yard line. First down 10, Gordon lead.
The Trojans all the way down to the 21-yard line. Continue to drive the ball. 8:19 left to go here in the quarter. Going to be a handoff here to Willingham. He's going to pick up about a yard, maybe two. He's driving his feet. Linemen are helping him. Looks like he's going to end up getting about 3 yards there.
Tackle made by 18, Tate Spear.
It's going to bring up 2nd and about 6 for the Trojans. Looked like a big stop there. It's like Curry's now in the backfield. Going to be another pass out here to Beeson. Going to be a loss of about a yard. Nice catch there by Beeson. That's his 4th of the game, but hit immediately upon catching that football. Looks like number 42 was also in there at the H-back position. That's Corbin Hudson, sophomore. He's run off. We've got Twins at the top and bottom. There's a snap. It's going to be a rollout to the right. Low throw there. Jenkins tried to go down and get it. Ball just didn't make it quite far enough there. That's going to bring up 4th down here from about the 19-yard line. Not sure what the Trojans would do in a regular game. Not sure what the field goal game looks like here for the Trojans. Looks like they may attempt one here with Ira Grimes' first attempt. Looking at about a 35-yard attempt, 36-yard attempt here for Grimes. Grimes is a phenomenal soccer player, so we know he has the boot. This is his first opportunity at a big kick like this. We'll see how it goes. Here's the snap, hold, kick is up. Looks like that ball is going to fall just short. Knuckled it just a little bit, didn't get under it. And so that is no good. So with 7:01 left to go here in the third quarter, the Mountaineers make a stand, and they're going to take over the football at the 20. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers at the 20-yard line. Trojans are coming out with a whole different defensive crew here. So let's see what we got. Looks like at the bottom of your screen at corner is going to be 84. I believe that's Eli Peaks. Going to try to go deep here again to the outside. Ball's dropped, and then the receivers hit pretty solidly there by Corbin Hudson. See if I can get some numbers here. Looks like we got Connor Jenkins playing safety, Jasper Beeson playing safety. Looks like we've got Charlie Campbell playing one corner, Eli Pete playing another corner. Your linebackers are Corbin Hudson, Calder Willingham, and Levi Meacham. Looks like linemen are going to be number 32, Maddox Beeson. Number 70 is going to be, should know this already. I believe that's Joseph Mason. 62, Parker Ray. Almost a fumble there. Trojans are going to stack that up. Is that a fumble? Did the Trojans take over? Yeah, Trojans did take over. They did force the fumble there. We'll have to watch the replay to see who forced that fumble, but the Trojans basically were going to take over here. Calder Willingham recovered that fumble. Not sure who forced it. If I'm not mistaken, it was number 42, Corbin Hudson. So nice job there. And the Trojans are going to get another opportunity to score here. 6:44 left to go in the third quarter. So the Trojans take over. 1st and 10 at about the 18-yard line. Going to be a handoff here. Is that number 26? Not sure who that ball was handed to. Believe that was, no, it wasn't 26. That would have been Ira Grimes.
Handoff goes to 24.
It's 24 again, so Charlie Campbell.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
So 2nd down and 8 here for the Trojans. Ball sitting at about the 16-yard line. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here for the Trojans, and so we will take you to a commercial break.
On the field, it's not just sweat you're losing. You're losing minerals, vitamins, and focus. Let's be real. Water really does suck until you put something in it. Real flavor, no fake junk, electrolytes that fuel performance. Champions hydrate smarter. Water sucks. Fuel that matters.
Trojans took a timeout there. Ball sitting on the 16-yard line. Be 2nd and about 8. Trojans were stopped offensively. Mountaineers ran 2 plays. Trojans were able to force a fumble there. Calder Willingham, number 16, recovered that fumble. And now the Trojans have an opportunity to put some points on the board after that missed field goal in the last possession. Looks like Campbell's still in. Looks like our receivers down here are Clark and Beeson. Looks like Maddox Beeson's playing that H-back. It's going to be a handoff. Campbell's got a lane here. He's going to lower his shoulder, cut up, take the ball all the way down to the 5-yard line. So that's going to be another Beth Price Keller Williams first down for the Trojans, and that's going to bring up 1st and goal for the Trojans.
Ball's placed on the 5-yard
Nice run there by Campbell. Good blocking there. Had a nice alley. Was able to cut it up. And so that's 1st and goal for the Trojans. Looks like Beeson's going to move to the top of your screen here. Charlie Campbell remains in the backfield. Oh, bad snap here. That's going to be a problem. Oh, no. Going to be recovered. Ball bounces around all the way to the 40-yard line. And the Trojans gave the ball back there while they were in 1st and goal. A little bit of confusion there. It was a bad snap. Number 4, Braxton Daniel tried to pick up the ball, kicked it around a little bit. I think because he had on the white jersey, he thought the play was over, but needed to fall on that one to keep from giving it back to the Mountaineers. Unfortunately, the Mountaineers take over. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. So the Mountaineers still within striking distance, only down a touchdown. Looks like number 29 is going to be in here at corner at the bottom of your screen. That's going to be Joey Vana. Trips at the bottom of your screen. Going to be a quarterback run here. Nice tackle by the Trojans, but pick up almost 6 yards. Looks like they're going to give him about 5 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 5 there for the Mountaineers. Quarterback runs, again, add that extra blocker into the mix, make it difficult there on the Trojans. Levi Mitchum makes the tackle there, though. So 2nd and 4, trips again at the bottom of your screen. Single receiver at the top. This quarterback for the Mountaineers seems to like to throw more. Drop back pass, going to be a throw to the outside. Ball was loose after it hit the receiver's hands. Trojans were busy trying to make the tackle. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Mountaineers. Would not be surprised if we saw another quarterback run here. See if the Trojans have some type of stunt package here or a spy ready for this quarterback run. Trips again, bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top. Expect some sort of quick stop route or a quarterback run here. Let's see what they come up with. It's going to be a straight drop back. Quarterback is going to run after being pressured. Ball's going to get thrown deep. Going to look really good, but unfortunately for the Mountaineers, they held. Nothing for the Trojans to be worried about. That's coming all the way back, plus another 10 yards after that hold. Trojans had the opportunity to make the sack, got held. And we're going to back the Mountaineers up after that deep throw. Clock continues to run. Don't know if that's on purpose or officials just forgot to stop it. Maybe going with a running clock for the remainder of the day here. So that's going to make it 3rd and about 18 yards, if I'm not mistaken here. Oh, I was mistaken. 3rd and about 14 yards. Math not a strong suit for me there. Looks like we're going to have trips at the top of your screen. Nope, hang on. They're confused. When they're confused, I'm confused. Trips at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top of your screen. Definitely a pass down here, 3rd and about 14. Secondary is going to need to be smart. You got one man on an island here at the top of your screen, Connor Jenkins. And a nice back pedal. Ball is going to get pressured. He's not going to be able to throw it. Going to be run out of bounds. I'm going to toss it, keep from getting sacked. And that's going to bring up 4th and 14. And I would expect the Mountaineers to punt the football here back to your Trojans. So they are going to punt the ball. Let's see where it's going to go to. Oh, they're throwing balls all over the place. See where this ball gets to. Looks like the Trojans are going to take over about the 45-yard line. Looks like they're going to run the majority of that same crew out here again. Trojans really need to put some additional points on the board. We got folks running in that we're not expected to be in, I guess. Now we got enough. Full complement of offensive line. Looks like Charlie Campbell in the backfield. Looks like we've got a different quarterback in, number 17, Levi Meacham. Campbell's running to the outside. Going to need to cut it up here in order to keep from losing yards. Does cut it up. Going to pick up 2. Mountaineers did a good job of stretching that out. Never really gave him a lane to cut up. Pickup of about 2 yards. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Trojans.
Gave him about 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Clock continues to run down to 3:18 here in the third quarter. Again, your Gordon Lee Trojans leading 21-14. Number 17, Meacham there at quarterback now. High snap. Looks like Meacham was able to recover that, but a loss of about 6 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 14 now for the Trojans. A couple issues with snaps here in this second half. It's like 42. Corbin Hudson's going to come out. We're going to run in an additional receiver, number 20, Dylan Curry. The clock continues to run. 2:26 left to go here in the quarter. It's going to be a straight drop back here. But we are going to run. Nice run here by Meacham. See if he can make it to the first down. He does not make it all the way to the first down, but does get across midfield. Big pickup there, about 12 yards. Going to bring up fourth down and about 4 yards from the 49-yard line. So it looks like the Trojans are going to go for it here. If they don't get this first down, they're going to test the defense. Looks like Calder Willingham's come in, number 16, at the running back position. Looks like Curry's coming out. We're putting in Maddox Beeson, number 32, at the H-back position. Clock continues to run. Trojans have to call a timeout before we get a delay of game. And so since we're having a timeout, we'll take you for a timeout.
I started helping people buy homes in 2017, and for 8 years, I have been showing up when they need me. I believe relationships drive success. It's about being available when it matters most. My mission? Keep it easy. Buying your first home should feel clear, not complicated. Let's go step by step together. You'll move into your next chapter feeling confident and ready. Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing, let's take the mortgage journey together.
All right, Trojan Nation, we are back. It's going to be 4th down here for your Trojans, just across midfield, 4th and 4.
4th down and 4 for the Trojans.
Trojans definitely a passing situation here. Got trips at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top. Meacham in at quarterback. Another bad snap. Loss of 6 yards, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Field position is going to be phenomenal here for the Mountaineers. They're going to take over at the 45-yard line. Can't seem to get this shotgun exchange correct between the center and the quarterback. Would expect to see some practice going on over here on the sideline. Looks like we're running on number 14, Dakota Curry here. Trojans aren't sure who's supposed to be in. Looks like Eli Peak's going to run up, play corner at the top of your screen. Looks like Charlie Campbell's going to be corner at the bottom of your screen. Number 21, Cooper Sain's going to be playing safety here. It's going to be a handoff to the outside. Trojans should have this bottled up. Looks like we're going to get a holding call, though. So probably back them up 10 yards here. He picked up about 4 on the run there. That flag definitely looks like a holding. Officials are talking about it here. Holding should be where the runner was, not where the holding occurred. So a little bit of confusion there. It's a preseason game for the officials as well. They're getting it all figured out. We're going to back them up 10 yards. Probably only end up being about 6 yards. For those of you at home who don't know how that works, where the back was when the holding occurs is where the 10-yard penalty happens from. So that's why it's not 1st and 20. Back had picked up about 4 yards before the hold. So when you back them up 10 from there, makes 1st and 16 instead of 1st and 20. We've all learned something together tonight. Double twins here. Motion. Going to be a handoff to the outside. Oh, man, we had a great opportunity to blow that back up in the backfield. Big hit there by number 14, Dakota Curry, but we had that back dead to rights in the backfield, and we just missed the tackle there on the outside. It's like 67, Cody Palagno had a really good opportunity, did a nice job fighting off his blocker, had an opportunity to make that tackle, just missed it. So first down all the way down to the 35-yard line for the Mountaineers, and they're looking to tie this thing up with 51.2 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Trips at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top. Going to be a quarterback run here, and it's going to be wide open up the sidelines. Going to be run out of bounds by number 32, Jasper Beeson. But not before a 15-yard pickup all the way to the 20-yard line. So first down there again for the Mountaineers. Clock stopped with 44.9 seconds. The Mountaineers are excited here. They're looking to score to tie this thing up. I can promise you Coach Groce down there does not care who's in the game. We do not want to allow a touchdown here. It's going to be a drop back. Would expect the quarterback to run. Dakota doing a nice job there. Curry 14. Forced that quarterback to stop and cut up. Number 14, Curry, going after the quarterback, showing some real life out there on the field. Like what I'm seeing from number 14 there. Been in for 3 plays. Put pressure on the quarterback for 2 of them. So love it. Ball ended up falling harmlessly incomplete. So that brings up 2nd and 10 for the Mountaineers from the 20-yard line. Looks like a corner at the bottom of the screen, number 29, Joey Vanna. Did a good job in coverage there. Cooper Sain, number 21, playing safety on this side of the field. 15, Connor Jenkins playing safety at the top side. See, we got it linebacker here in just a second. It's going to be another straight drop back pass. Good pocket for the quarterbacks. Having trouble finding anybody open. Somebody does come free. 15, Connor Jenkins makes a nice tackle. And as us Trojans are familiar with, gets tackled and thrown out of bounds onto the track, which is always fun. Definitely will feel that in the morning. That was a good pitch and catch there. Ball's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Going to be 1st and goal there for the Mountaineers. Let's see who's playing linebacker here. Looks like we've got 42, Corbin Hudson. 14, Dakota Curry. I mean, another quarterback run here. Oh, nice pitch to the outside by the quarterback, but big hit by Hudson and Sane. Basically allows yard and a half gain. Ball's going to sit right at about the 5-yard line. Going to bring up second and goal from just inside the 5. So nice job there by Sane and Hudson. Looks like we're going to have a timeout call here by the Mountaineers. And so we will take a timeout with them.
It's all Navy, baby, and we stand with them. At Jet Energy, we fuel progress, when and where you need it. Reliable, on time, every time. Because community isn't just where we work, it's who we are.
All right, Trojan Nation. 2 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Trojans still lead 21-10, but the Mountaineers are threatening. Second and goal all the way down at the 4-yard line. Know these Trojans want to take pride here, stop these Mountaineers from getting into the end zone. Would expect another quarterback run potentially from the Mountaineers. Got twins at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top. Would not be surprised if number 19 tries to get out to the top of your screen here. There's a snap. He actually runs to the bottom of your screen, makes a nice move, gets tackled for no gain. So that's going to end the quarter. Third and goal. Ball sitting at the 4-yard line again. And we will flip ends of the field. And then we'll go to the final quarter here in this preseason game. Nice tackle there by Cooper Sane on the sideline. And we will take you to another commercial break.
We love our Gordon Lane Trojans.
Come shop with them.
All right, Trojan Nation, we are back. We're going to start this fourth quarter. Clock set at 12 minutes. Mountaineers have it third and goal all the way down at the 4-yard line. Trojans trying to bow up and get a stop here to preserve this 7-point lead. Again, talked about it earlier, but the Trojans have a big opening game next week here at home against the Trine Bulldogs. Trojans are going to want to set the tone to the season early, get a big win against Trine, get this season kicked off right. But first, we need to get this preseason game won. See what the Trojans have in mind here. Looks like they're going to go twins at the top of your screen, single receiver at the bottom, 2 backs in the backfield. Well, 1 back in the backfield and a bit of a fullback. See what the Mountaineers try to run here. They're going to hand this ball off up the middle. Gets hit multiple times. But it looks like he falls in for the touchdown. We hit him in the backfield, but pushed him the wrong direction. And now the Mountaineers are 1 extra point away from tying this football game up. Back's coming off there, limping just a little bit. Mountaineers make this extra point. And we got ourselves a tie ball game with 11:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 24 set to kick. Snap, kick is up. Ooh, rough kick. Actually missed the kick there. So the Trojans maintain a 1-point lead and will take over here. First down from the 20-yard line, leading by 1 point. Pretty significant opportunity with the shotgun snaps between our center and quarterback the last couple possessions. Hopefully we got that worked out. We can really focus on moving this football down the field here. With 11:50 left to go here in the game.
Trojans will have the ball first down 10 for their own 20-yard line.
Okay, the Trojans are switching it up again a little bit. See number 48, Mason Smith, at the top of your screen at receiver. Looks like 21, Cooper Sains in at receiver. 28, Blake Boyd in at receiver. Can't see who the inside receiver is at the top of the screen yet. Meacham still in there at quarterback. There's a snap, straight drop back. Oh, big sack there. Going to be a loss of 7 yards there on the sack. Meacham took that shot well. Lucky the ball didn't come out there. Looks like 16 Willingham's going to be your running back there. 18 is that inside receiver. That's Cooper Childs up at the top of your screen as the inside receiver. Handoff here to Childs, running the ball up the sideline. Nice cut there. He's cut it all the way back across the field. Big run by Childs. Trojans do not need to block in the back. Childs is on the move, takes it all the way down to about the 37-yard line. Big cuts there by Childs, running all over the place. Great run there by Childs, and that's going to give you another Beth Price Keller Williams first down. Trojans took the ball all the way down to the 37-yard line of the Mountaineers. Great run there by Childs on that nice little jet sweep. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Willingham. He does a nice job. He's going to pick up about 7 yards there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3. Looks like number 2, Colby Ball, coming in here. It's like 85, Ethan Howard, playing that H-back position. Looks like we've got 59, Luke McBriar, playing tackle here. Going to be a straight run by Meacham. Nope, makes a pass, catch by 21, Sane. Does a nice job breaking free, takes the football all the way down to the 13-yard line. So heck of a pass and catch there. Looks like Sane's going to come out and get a breather. Number 18, Childs, is going to come back in. Trojans continue to move the ball. Clock's down to 10 minutes left to go here in the quarter. Looks like we brought in 42, Corbin Hudson, in to play H-back. Looks like we're going to have Boyd and Childs at the bottom of your screen. Nope, Childs is at the top of your screen. Sorry. Nope, there's Childs again. Oh, run here by 2. Wide open, straight to the end zone. Touchdown, Colby Ball. And that touchdown was brought to you by Jordan Dupree, United Real Estate Experts. Heck of a job there by Colby Ball, finding that hole. Line did an excellent job. The Red Sea parted, and Ball jogged right into the end zone for a touchdown. That puts the Trojans up by 6. Extra point here is going to be attempted by, let's see who we got kicking this. I believe we've got number 37, if I'm not mistaken, Nicholas Carter with the attempt here. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Boots it through. Nice job there by Nicholas Carter. And that's going to make the score 28-20 for your Gordon Lee Trojans. Nice little run there. Looked like we got our center quarterback snaps cleaned up there. And as soon as that was cleaned up, started moving the football right down the field. Big run there by Childs. Nice catch and run by Sane. Another nice run there by Colby Ball. Looks like Nicholas Carter is going to kick off here for us. That field goal from Carter looked fantastic. High kickoff here is going to come down at about the 20-yard line, get fielded at about the 16. So the Mountaineers will take over here at the 20-yard line with 9:35 left to go. And they are currently down by 8 points. So the Mountaineers were feeling pretty good. Thought they were going to tie the game up, scored a touchdown, missed the extra point, so they were down 1. Trojans march right down the field, score a touchdown. Now the Mountaineers have some work to do. Looks like we got Tucker Edmondson at the bottom of your screen playing corner. Looks like Cooper Childs playing safety here at the bottom of your screen. Cooper Sane at the top of your screen playing safety. Blake Boyd playing corner. Nice tackle there by number 2. Colby Ball scores a touchdown, makes the tackle, making his presence known here on the field. So pickup of about 5 yards, going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Mountaineers as the clock continues to run down to 19 minutes and 15 seconds. Band still playing here for the Trojans. Looks like we're going to have twins at the top, twins at the bottom. Well, motion, going to be a handoff to the outside. Going to have holding again, but to be honest with you, it was a pretty good run there. Holding was late. It's not going to back them up too awfully far. Probably going to end up being 2nd down from about right where they are now. This is the 25-yard line. So safety came up, had a beat on the running back, but undercut his block. Should have stayed to the outside to make sure that back cut in. Fortunately, got a holding call. Back him up 10 yards. Going to end up being 2nd, maybe 9. Look at that, 2nd and 8. I love it when my math is right. Doesn't happen often, folks, so enjoy it. So 2nd and 8 here after that big run with a hold.
2nd down and 8.
Looks like they may have swapped corners up at the top of the screen. Let's see, who is that at the top? Is that still Boyd? Tell you in a minute. Maybe number 48, Mason Smith at the top of the screen. It'll be a straight drop back. Quarterback's going to run. He has broke contain a couple of times. Going to get himself a 1st down. Does get his helmet knocked off by number 48, Mason Smith. But after he gained the first down, ball makes it all the way up to the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. Trojan secondary did a good job in coverage there. But quarterback was able to break loose up the middle. We just weren't able to stop him. Looks like we got a new safety in the game. Number 27, Landon Williams, has come in. He's going to be the safety at the top of your screen. Cooper Sane, safety at the bottom of your screen. Still have Tucker Edmondson here at the bottom. Linebackers are going to be Colby Ball and is that Corbin Hudson? Low snap. It's going to be a straight drop back. Going to go deep. Nobody's going to be there. Good coverage there by number 18, Cooper Childs. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. We'll see what defensive lineman we got in here while I'm at it. Looks like we've got 63, Braxton Blackman, 73, Charles Gravitt, 85, Ethan Howard. That's 71, Braden, nope, 73, Charles Gravitt. Already called him. Trying to see, I'm missing one. Like to get these young men's names called every chance I get. Looks like Blake Boyd's coming here at the bottom of your screen at corner. Double twins. Got a motion back coming, making it trips over here. Is going to be a pass. Let's see what happens. Good tackle there by Boyd. Pickup of about 9 yards, though. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 there. So 19, Honor Smith was in on the tackle there. Looks like he's in here at linebacker. Looks like we've got number 80 at the bottom of your screen at corner now. Eli Blackwell coming in. A lot of rotation going on here. Coach Groce getting everybody as much action as possible. Another straight drop back. Going to try to go the out route here. Oh, Blake Boyd tried to undercut it. Fortunately, Cooper Sane chased it down from the backside, makes the tackle. Boyd had a beat on it. Had the opportunity for the pick. That's one of those things that is, these young corners get a little bit older. They'll learn to use one hand to try to rake that ball, one hand on the back of the receiver. Something they'll learn at practice. Be a good learning opportunity there. Boyd read it well there, but just one step too late. That took the ball all the way down to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 there for the Mountaineers. We got twins at the bottom of your screen, twins at the top. Oop. North Murray coaches are actually out on the field coaching these young men. Trojans continue to coach from the sideline. Motion's going to be a handoff on an outside run. Cutting all the way back across the field. Trojans just didn't see it, but it's going to end up being a gain of about 5, but there's going to be a flag. I believe that's going to be a block in the back. We do have number 2, Colby Ball, limping a little bit. Don't know if he got chop blocked or what here, but he's holding his knee. Looks like it is going to be a chop block. Hopefully, Ball's okay there. Best trainer in the business. Jeff Mullis is down there giving a look to number 2, Colby Ball. Hopefully nothing serious for that young man. Looks like Ball's up there. Is going to have to be helped off with a little bit of a limp. Again, hopefully nothing serious. Definitely not a doctor. Keep that young man in our thoughts and prayers, though. Hopefully everything's okay with him. He'll be back and ready to go on Monday. Now that he's off to the sidelines, they'll be able to give him a little bit closer look. And we'll get this football game cranked back up again. 5:49 left. Mountaineers are driving, but that personal foul takes them way back all the way to the 34-yard line. Going to be looking at 1st and 20 basically here. Here you go, Twins at the top of your screen, Twins at the bottom. Motion from one, motioning into trips. And now we have a timeout for the Mountaineers. And when they take a timeout, we take a timeout.
Looking for an affordable, convenient way to jumpstart your career? At Georgia Northwestern Technical College, we make education work for you. With hands-on training, many tuition-free programs through the Hope Career Grant, plus a 99% job placement rate means you'll be ready to fill in-demand jobs. Don't wait. Get the skills you need for the job you want. Visit gntc.edu today and start building your future.
All right, folks, we are back on 1st and 20 here for the Mountaineers. Again, they're coming at us. Twins on the top, Twins at the bottom. Single back in the backfield. Here's a snap, going to be a straight drop back by 16. He's going to throw it high and deep to the outside. Good coverage there. I believe that was number 28, Blake Boyd again. Good coverage there. And that pass is incomplete. I do see the motor man himself, number 14, Dakota Curry, back on the field. See what kind of havoc he can wreak for us. So about 2nd and, what's that, 21, 22? Clock sits at 5:31. Trojans only up 8, though. Mountaineers have an opportunity if they can move this football. They're going to go Twins top and bottom again. Single back in the backfield. Low snap. Going to be another deep throw. Nice job there by number 48. Mason Smith dives, bats that ball down. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 21. Nice play there by Mason Smith. Receiver did have a step. Ball was underthrown. Mason saw it. Dove trying to make that interception, but was able to bat it down. Looks like number 59's running on the field here. That is Luke McBriar. Headed in, play a little defensive line. Trips at the top of your screen. Another low snap. Going to try to go deep, but that's a high pitch. If they turn around, we can pick this ball off. Unfortunately,
That's incomplete.
we never turned around and looked at it, but good pass defense there by 48 Mason Smith. And that's going to bring up 4th and 21 with 5:17 left to go.
It'll be 4th down and 21 for the Mountaineers.
See if the Trojans can get a stop right here and take over. One thing you do not want is a pass interference in this situation. If you're the Mountaineers, you're going to try to launch one up, see if you can get a lucky catch or a pass interference for a 1st down. Ball snap. Looks like we're going to look to the top of the screen. Trojans making a run here. Ball's up. Intercepted by number 18, Cooper Childs, great pressure there. I know I've said his name a few times, but Dakota Curry with the motor put pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback just tossed it up, intercepted there by 18, Cooper Childs, and your Gordon Lee Trojans are going to take over with 5:09 left to go here in the fourth quarter, up by 8. Curry tried to get himself a little Crawfish Springs custom cabinetry sack there. Was a very close. Probably would have gotten the sack had the quarterback not just thrown that ball up. But fortunately for the Trojans, throwing that ball up resulted in a nice interception there by Cooper Childs. So the Trojans are going to take over, see if they can put a little bit more as far as points go on the board here. What I love here, Trojan coaches are still coaching from the sidelines. They expect these young men to understand the plays, not need to be on the field, so I love that. Looks like we've got Tucker Edmondson at the bottom of your screen. It'll be a drop back. Tucker's going to actually be wide open. Not sure we can make the throw quite that far. 19 Honor Smith was in there. Number 21, Cooper Sane was open. Tucker Edmondson also open. That's a tough throw on the run for a young quarterback. Tight spiral there, just a little bit overthrown by Honor Smith. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Corner down here at the bottom of your screens in press coverage on Edmondson. If Edmondson can make any move whatsoever, be wide open. Just not sure if we're going to be able to throw it far enough for him. Looks like 41's the back in the backfield. Going to be another pass. Just slightly overled Sane there. Incomplete pass, bringing up 3rd and 10. 41 was Jess Martin there in the backfield. So Trojans now looking at 3rd and 10 here. Looks like we're going to have Dakota Curry in the backfield. Twins at the top of your screen, single receiver at the bottom. Going to be that nice pitch there to Cooper. If he can make a cut, he's up the sideline. Another big run for Childs. He's going to take the ball all the way down to the 35-yard line for another Beth Price Keller Williams first down. Nice run there by Childs. That little jet sweep has worked wonders. And quite honestly, the way they ran it there, that actually ends up being passing yards for Honor Smith. See that a little bit in college football. It's a nice play there. Like to see Curry get the ball here on a run out of the backfield. See what kind of running back Mr. Curry is. Here's a snap. Going to be a run by Honor Smith. Cuts it up. Nice run there. Picks up about 3 yards. Nice job avoiding the sack there by Honor. Couple cuts. Pick up a 3. That's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Clock continues to run. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the game. Drop back here. Nice throw by Smith. Tucker Edmondson tried to make that play. Ball was a little low into the outside. Edmondson tried to make the play, wasn't able to make it. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 8. Here's a snap. It'll drop back. Honor going deep ball to number 21. Oh! Ball hung in the air a little bit. Quite honestly, probably pass interference. They don't make that call. Cooper Sain went up, got whacked in the face there. Good ball by Honor. I've just been a little short. Put Sain in danger there, but Sain's up and ready to go. So we're going to go trips bottom of your screen. It's going to be Edmondson, Sain, and Childs the bottom of your screen. 41, Jess Martin in the backfield. Somebody's got to block that backside for Honor. Good throw to number 18, Childs. He makes a nice cut, nice run. He's going to get a first down all the way down to the 18-yard line, and that's another Beth Price, Keller Williams first down for the Trojans. Clock continues to run. 16 seconds remain. Trojans are going to run this clock out, and your Trojans are going to be victorious 28-20. Shout out to our sponsors. Trojans are going to run one more play here. It's going to be a run by Honor Smith. He's going to take the ball all the way down to about the 11-yard line. So nice run. That's the end of the football game. Trojans win 28-20. And today's player of the game, brought to you by the local beard company, is going to be number 18, Cooper Childs. Had a little over 100 yards rushing there. Nice interception. Really big night there for the freshman. So again, the local beard company player of the game, Cooper Childs. Big win for the Trojans. Remember to join us next week as we take on the Tryon Bulldogs. Hope everybody has a wonderful evening.